to determine the price in the market. That is what is happening now. Uko, as I said earlier, with the cement sector, clinker no is it plays for 95% of our cement product. Odi bar, oma be bagi any other way no, odi kanin yena boma. Transportation, fuel. Mudi be mining sa cement be produce some cement no. Sesia say na minia be ma Benjamin Kain. What's the liter in the market now? Enye truck driver for and taxi driver for and ye we pay no use we no. We use even much more than them. Asphalt production, bitumen production, fuel a ezu ho enye de eken. Enti se kosura affect all the sector. Na contractor for so yenya sika man say ye pity ema ekroni nyina. Enti ema sika flow. Se si anso no sika no si ani bi. Enti based on that kakra system no, that's why the competition is ongoing. So a buying per se system no change kakra ombra no here construction sector no proper. A whole betting change the dynamics in what we are seeing today. Without that, I'm telling you, cosmetic. The obey be a cosmetic. Without taking a critical look into the construction sector, I'm telling you, nothing works.
My measure, Mumu say, Abashi Shabako, the buyer, a flagship policy bako, one district, one factory. It's more into a dance, and also Robert and play Muso Muchefa Munedi the way.
I was say, yeah, dear, you were Jose Beboa a buying. Na yes, a dying. A coin hospital, ni schools, ni den. Any infrastructure project here, so. And we have very good engineers within the country, very qualified architects, beautiful surveyors, good how do you call it planners. We have very good contractors. Today, we can boast of class 1 contractors in the country who are now trying to take over the industry from the hands of the foreign expatriates. Oswald, East Legon, here Juma here Core Construction, here Memphis, here Cement, here Jasmine, here how do you call it Maripoma, here Joe how do you call it a lot. Almost 30 strategic companies are now trying to take away the industry from the hands of our expatriates. Now we need support. As Senator Bisayano, one district, one factory. Hey, Juma. If anything about infrastructure development, it comes to us. We are ready to partner government to develop the country. Today, all of them are going to Dubai and thereabout. What has caused the changes in Dubai? It's about infrastructure development. Tourism, all Dubai ni nyana no. Advance say adan amusi ani de omu ye ono a. Wow. Enti sesia no say Abain say, or yeah, one district, one factory. Washa see, all right. But if I need to see no strategically, no, as if you say, yet be a country, no. We have centralized the country to a very few locations.
That is Greater Accra.
Greater Accra, Greater Kumasi, and then the partly Takrady, and that's all. Nothing is happening elsewhere else. And here, Basa, Okosi factory, other side. Now, man is saying that 1 year proper research works. At times, you are not very careful, you cannot feed the factory. Raw materials play a very major role. So, see, raw materials, no more so no. And say, yeah, man, I believe strongly, say, government has done the research work that has, how do you call it, situated these equations properly. That Volta region, then the raw materials, the various districts within the Volta region, and say here, what are the raw materials there? That government can leverage on to, how do you call it, to establish a factory there. Central region, Eastern region, and thereabout. Sanya mani nyina na say then, yeah. By so doing, no, be a country no ma. Now, your developers no, you're taking advantage to also go if infrastructure development, there's housing projects. But Sesiano, it has already decentralized. Until the competition on East Legon, cantonments, and thereabout, all the time, they keep leading. And based on that, you know, Uko sit down in our Amasama area where at times they seems as if a near prime area. And uti krasi, even though you are in Accra. That mindset, you know,
Yes, free.
Yes, free. Ejakoromai. Agana betum ponwa. We need to also change our taste a little, our preference. Because developer, or you already say, obetimi are developing with local material, price no betimi about down. But because a Kwabena is dying with as a how they call sancrate, and to me soon per se, me yes or Kwabena, and now I want to do much better than you do. So it become unnecessary competition that we create among ourselves.
And I didn't know be to me for some innovative ways, say. So be a quan side, I mean, so they make corner local materials, no. Now my Jenny born for full be to any
one of there we have some of the developers who have tried that using the big bricks and what have you. Almost sit down danaka.
Obiankoto.
Almost I will say atakpa building near me koyede.
Per blocks.
Per blocks. They say cement no so no born edin. Iron rods they say no so no boy edin. What do we do? So the time has come for government to lead land acquisition. And some government take program steps are obetimi add the marketing country no. Now money and blocks. Aha is for residential. Aha is for industrial. Inti yetimi ya nesa. Now developers and now investors no then they also take advantage and then move on. Because developer no also consider utility services. Ono the dana ko how they call it a room ho akosi think is say aban betimi aboa with utilities that are light obetimi actually light abra abeno obetimi amano ensio obetimi amano telephone and now besi man say obeya akwan e de akọ ni property no ho ankrofo betimi apatronize aban jani nyina e de ato developer no so enti say developer no na wa ko pesika ayi kwan no oba pesika ayi light apesika atwensio o wienso a na aban aba baji afa enti o wi all those factors price are now build up no or the coin or best slappy a good final product no so and just all the time no we'll be doing merry-go-round so until government lead but thankfully says see no honorable Asenso Boachi say washas ye ye bompa say nyame enkra no sa na onto asoma sa na yentimi
de na waye mama ni age a mufu se eno betumi aboa momo ho no matumi amana modjuma na ye mere kakra
on say industry no say na ehunu no ye hia certain regulations and policies are ye betimi ade asisi ade atutu niama yi
okay
on say housing sector for instance no is just like how they call it no man's land free entry free exit. There's no proper regulations, sir. Regulating the practices of real estate developers. And as we speak, what the draft bill no at the cabinet, what we are waiting for now is it will come back for stakeholder engagement, consultations, and then further presented to parliament for whatsoever. And that's one aspect. We have something called condominium bill. Or man say or the onoso e dia cabinet rent act no say then you review you do amendment because say see one him say rent asem no e hadwin e wo Ghana ha obetimi akọ rent dan because e dan no bebre nso ani ho enti owners no mu they trade the way they want it upa trem upa obetimi atu sesi ya dia ma obi foforo because wa upa say udi mra no ye adwuma no obi nso man say bench ho a pese o man say pamu na obesho enti ama ade no ay hot cake ama owners no enti based on that no you the tenant no untimi challenge bebre because rent at no ama os akonya nanso we because see you say no problem agree who dey tu utu ahifa no aban so oben for six laws no so no onu so onidan no bi enti what happens
What happens then? What happens? Korea Sempa Furniture Works. So it's a great show. I'm watching you live from Kumasi. Thank you very much. Masak Achampon say, great show there. Mohammed Mustafa say, hello, bro Ben. It's your brother Muftau from Kintampo. Who won't be Kintampo? Lillian Nakosia Bediako say, Lord have mercy on Ghanaians. So upon all this hardship, we are still upon all this hardship we are facing in this country. This insensitive government is still going to implement the e-levy. What did we do to deserve this insensitive MPP government? Millicent Brown said, good morning, Agya Kwabena. The good up man has said what I've been thinking all this time. Why do we need dollar to go to China or Dubai? Meanwhile, when we get there, we change into currency to their currency before we can buy. Can't we get yen, RMB or DRM direct from the banks here? Maybe we can. Government Pilatos, fuel prices is increased. Fuel price is increased, it's true. But still, MPP is better than NDC 100 times. Regards to Professor Christopher Miyawe Kumfi. Yo, yeah, that's it. Dress local, or say good morning. Also, good morning, baby. I will be Young Joe, or say good morning, Agya Kwabena. May the good Lord bless you all. Agya, Mr. Joseph Obin is a break. The man is so gentle and his presentation is perfect. He has spoken well, and I will be happy if President will invite this man and get more from him. Okay, maybe he may invite him one day. Agute Johnson Amwako say, Agya, oh, you are too much. You love me, and me too. You are too much. Me too. I love you too. Frederick also, Dorman, or say now a cubic of shipping is moving to 140 cities. Wow.
That's all right.
Wow. 140 cities. Yeah. Musa Abatwa also we have been presented a list of economic wizards that constitutes an economic management team in 2017. For the avoidance of doubt, they are Dr. Baumia, Professor Jan Bafo, Dr. Kuto Osei, Dr. Efriya Kuto, Honorable Alan Chiramati, Honorable Boache Jako, Honorable Kenufuriata, and Honorable Yaosafo Mafo. If you go by this logic, the current economic quagmire is caused by these cruelless people. Therefore, they must be arrested and arraigned before court to answer by dollar and fuel prices. Okay. Answer their questions. Dollar and fuel prices are killing us. That's it. David, does you say, where are the MPP? Where are the men MPP said they have? Now, how many men? They have. Peggy Mens was a good manager. Greeting you all from Dubai. Okay. You see that's it. Yeah. Me shall say few so but me call Mr. Obin so answer my boss. Mr. Obin. Enti mo so amudi dwa yes say dollar edi mrika gidigidi ya ama mo hunu mu efi nsuyi. Ama mo so mu dwetra mo na so te no. Locally no. Niema ya industries no enso eye no. Mutumi and fall on that say mo so mo beje omonema ni bi na ma ton insese bakoko fa bi afia ma na aba beton Ghana na dollar ne se de ehwire no wo be dele ye de ya sidi ya na bi didwa.
Yo, me da se pa, em say eno na ese ka ye na yan hwe ni say import requirement no enema mene wo ene o my Ghana na hia no esi de boye ho adwa boye ho akoma eboa yen ya bra bomu na no sa import requirement no ye betime nya 10% pe ewo
Ghana ha. Oh, sir.
Internet, yes. What the hwe with surroundings. We hwe surroundings na
nyema ye ton
wote we hwe baby atini bibia de hwe enema we use na de hwe the component of the Ghanaian made ones. We won't say be around the same percentage here maken. Ni akeni na we studio say light bobo ha we TV ni we bibia me fan say we ni bia ye no Ghana ha ni nso ya esisu. Into the far benchmark in the percentage. Say you know, tinya say pena yem pese ye beto ye to Ghana de no because sabe ye nuanu manufacturers no wo mu ni store yan ye wo stores no nti ye to wo mu ne ma no wi a de shop for no na ya to free amane ne aba na mmom no ese ye ntimi epegem so na sade no enya Ghana nko ahun Africa ha on say you see ye continental free trade area no the year can say Africa ye intra trade of 15%. It means that the people of Africa no and consume raw materials. You consume finished products. Eti ye intra-trade of 15%. And that's the unit mania atwa awe ye hwa around that. Eti esi na ye peja industrialization na ye kodu pempenso bi asa anye ye kura ne se be 40% import requirement no be ba. And no na make us we read monyam for a finance minister ne ye hia ye no. Was say this is the way forward. Adwadifo mo so kwan ben so na niam na mo de ba no. Well, your best friend, migrated from trading into manufacturing to a industrialization committee. Or Nimanimia, I'm the trade minister, craft yes, she says, Sadia Manu. Intimiditum. Say, Yent me look from within a bar, a dear, a deal munya. Also, young woman say, and your man board,
the year of Ghana,
and your man board, no. Then also just say, yes, here industrialization. Near industrialization, near overpricing. Obianwa, patronizing. We are in a global community. And it's a global community now, you want to. Obia depending on the strength of other countries. It's the Ghana, you bet me, I say. Boy and partner say you better areas now you want comparative advantage. Biana ya who dem pa branding. No na ya ho apesika dia hyem na ya produce sa na manu bebre na ya be hub of manufacturing of those commodities. It is a will be Africa baby anu opesa na manu ato a wodinani tre even Asia kra yekui. And I tell you, who was a province in Honma, or a hub of manufacturing of tiles. Oko province for far, and by virtue of geographical position, and near maybe on my ye produce at a competitive advantage than other areas. And it is a sanity there, young Shesania Manuna, yet to produce everything in the under the globe, and yet possible. And inti a one I say ye now. What a mamma example of floor tiles are ye Ghana as you see. What they say the whole West Africa look at Ghana for that product. Floor tiles. Yes. Now floor tiles now, yeah, competitive. A one year quality no see fine. And the one man, what would be called booking and one down to say. If Ghana, and Tiago doubt to say, does it qualify under the continental free trade? But a Ghana raw material, no, BBR A to Z. A biscuit is a sea Ghana for would me what brutal crocodile would mean yam for so. And there's so fair the Ghana ha. Well, fair plastic materials are India for year, Nina advantage. What your pharmaceuticals are here, we grow part is a month for independent. It is yet true. So we don't rely on local manufacturing products, and yet true cry. But the any ones who are doing power, then any part air to train or more. And intino, and I see a share factors be a production cost no a cost row. Because I didn't know how say F1. I didn't know about today. I got to the subway. Joe, what bad bought to your bed, Joe, no one can. Now, it is a pure heart. Definitely will be a cast answer in the piano. And then the crack. Yeah, patriotic Ghanaians. There a work home here beyond your consume the Siano. Your idea for cracker boom. Yonko Fabia, yeah, per coin beer. Yan she bit me at more. Say near my advantages be a factories are your cotton idea. Just say, factors are a kutia local manufacturing, and also a cost of borrowing. Your capital acquisition in this part, and you're too high. So 20% one, and your body, this modern times, 20% and I cake. It's a month for more loan capitals at 2%, 3%, near 20%, and so was it differently. The cost of production, ever high. Electricity cost, water cost, fuel, fuel, a very integral part of production. Modernization of their factories. It's a state of the art. Equipment, bit more efficient and competitive products. na factory bi ana me to mu ade o ho no me kwa na ba bi o mo pack no nipa be 300 afi the year on me call ho no na nipa 300 year packing no obi ani ho afi me ntuma ni machine bi na esuo na say robot o say no apagya we kwa say battery abeteki a place about nipa be 400 and kamen kase en saki nipa ba no so no say ya productivity efficiency and so eka ho cost management and all that anything see are fani am state of the art equipment amom no mo da ho dwell on the obsolete machines machines be produce be 200 units per hour now what they produce 50 units per hour. Wosema yang otwade ni fu oda wo no de no ne bo no de den wo twa ho entwa no na tentena ye magana fo ntwa no de entwa ye enti asi ye de ani ebafie ni identify areas na once a task ya na making one say ye betumi a shamanfo call 2 companies per na several West Africa hewo it is yet me ma deliberate effort ni many people 10 bi resources no mo de ba ho a wouldn't the raw material. The raw material ye clay na ye de ayewa no ye ma ye nanan de ayewa no etintim wo se abotan ekrobia wo bi efri tamala batsafi wasa asante region sunyane wo benya ba bia ye de clay ya na etu ye ayewa yi eti wo wo sa resource ya na de wadun se enkofo aba ba ye factory na ayeye bia na ye nko sa resource ye tawe ni entutu clay yi enfanye na Burkina Faso Côte d'Ivoire for by impokra ya export to akọ abroad eniti no e pasa ubon say ye hub of manufacturing of these items san ye no cause a chrono ye depending on it into obi abehwe the strength of the other no more abeto ni enso ahwe the strength of other areas but nukreni esi epeja ye industrialization drive no mu na 10% America say ye hwehwa ye nya ne ha no entimi nko be 30% 40% na aboa yi na
owura obi me san about so bio pa san say mo na mokọ mo na moba na mo na munim say de nema nsusu esitie it is with this ayi nyina no mo push agenda bi say betumi aboa ma manufacturers be hunu say ne sese ye no na mo amoso moto no so no musumo se na mbaye na aban na ono so ekura tumi ni nyina no se na mbaye no abetu aba fam mo push agenda bi ama aban hu no se kan se ebesi agye it's about 23%. So obi wa China no waje ne be 2%, 3%, 4%, 5% no or advantage bebre kura chen. Mo amonim said de ne masi ikono mo ne aban ne banks na di nkomo se bi on betumi ahwe bibi saa de ankrofo yeso na mo so mo hu atumi ahenham kakra.
Yeah, eti ya kan se wo isai
ko ya di nkomoda
eti eyade a ye bie so na abana ankwafra so nim some of these challenges eti ya kasa ban nim some of these challenges and say ye be little almost so intelligence or more on the ground now as to how say you benya deliberate effort to be say we there ye prim your mind say ye pese bua sa sector enam sa fasidue bi a ye pese nya eti banks no ekra na problem a yente one purpose bank bi a ye di be subsidize countries so many countries subsidize on some of these things it is a why one of once and untina first no your forefathers no mo ye targeted banks bi a it was a bank for housing for construction that's how they target no apekwan a wo dey be boa wo mu na ebi a ya ni na from the national resources no because recycle wo ma no subsidy no a wo dey boa no na wo solve the issue of foreign exchange it is all these resources no kwa enye waste it is a year conscious effort say be a bank for industrialization any on the kahwa wouldn't say woman dey woman ko ho no ma so credit be 10% kura na say woman other nations no bank akra that's woman so etimi aye na woman other areas so etimi support we na with the concentration ko a deliberate effort aban na what me drive these things any investment laws to be a obeye to say China for ya etu atese a wo no retail wo ma befa no kwa asase de e wo mo tue sika na de kro no eki be ye investment law bi ne de aso o ma sen say okay wo mo ma ba e wo hwe shop right no no ngeka ho a wo mo produce no na bebre free South Africa de no ngeka ho bebre big companies no ngeka ho. Why your investment law say okay the shelf life of this supermarkets no nkeka ho no multinationals no mo shop no enye made in Ghana goods na so one more 30% say one ye no amma wo shelf life no ya one top made in Ghana goods 30%
ya ma kwa
what solve problem no to say the kase pa
let's opompo obeto de gu
exactly so mama tell on say ya na ye ka say ye import no ma bebre aban betimi dey by way of the investment policy no as stop this importation yenia locals na ye import to the no bi nu America refer some to this year ye locals na ye import to the edum ayi kejetia okanshi opera square tudu takrade yankotamale yisunyane ne ongeka ho ye nyina ye kan nyina ye bomu a importation ye no wunim de ye for more 15%.
15% pay.
Yeah.
Mo Ghana de shanka
yes, yeah, the 15%. Nia kani na yes ayi China mall no ne akasi omo ne ma ba 1000 containers 1000 eno ke ka onye ye 5 containers ni ayi na ebi kra akasi for no atumi ye be the whole year. Eti
Mr. Obi.
Dabi.
Asimo kai
be ye abiadifo penny and America say take it.
Wow.
Eti ya resources ni na on silver platter. And wo mutwi ske na de ko say yo ekwanya ske kwai bebre kra fa bukum. Wo mutimi e pack under the hand ekwanya betimi agura play mu you wouldn't have an idea. Ni ye twi ske ko sa e be de kro na nya na ho odin a te odina. Na ye yusu sa kwanya we ni ye de asre say ye revisit investment law no ni hyem kena as soon as possible. Ni yetimi ya ye pa na eno nko aba itself no ebetimi asopo ana boost the local productivity so because you see ano wo mo no wo ye ne nse wo na kura the bigger shopping malls so ne ehon keka na aka say Ghana ne ma no man for 30% and sim eno keka ho a ene la
Mr. Obi asema wo kan no menya interest bi wo ha ye kan nyina no sa African free trade area sign Ghana ye ne ye money trade ministry na edin koma fa sase me hu
yes
money wa kan wa sam mo hu tibia mo wo mu no munum se de wo kan ni se enyuma kwa kasi ba no ma so sika nyina no mo de ko anka yeso ekubetua bibia ka sika nyina betua ka ga trade ministry no mo edin koma fa sase me hu mo chire mo chire se I didn't say ni tete samu ye ni se ya ebetua aboa mo ne wo kita odie damuntamo aye papa
yeah and I say yeah do ministries na ye adwumanti yeah yetimi etre some of these things so am ka se yemfa input to mra yeah nti ono de metimi akato say no Ukraine so abusa ye kapa ye kapra nso a ebi on ma ministers no kra contribution omo so de ba no yetunu se omo kra no so no they recognize the same problems na ye de akọ nti se sa na tie dia na se kwan be na ye betimi etina so pragmatic effort be na ye betimi aye na problems are ye na identify no ye betimi dia si dina ye because se see ano you very obvious to say Continental Free Trade Secretariat na Ghana ha o and so why hwe ya na home facility no ye nya ne kese because on say cost of production e Ghana no high on say ye get ye kra ye no Ghana ha no on say ye mu bebre no Togo more and so the vice versa is not happening here. You come Nigeria more. Yes, even though some of us no, a hub of manufacturing. Togo a factory no, and Nigeria. Just said the cost of doing business in that country no, cheaper, lower. Until then, yet me free akoto, esa beton enya emfaso. Abraham even importers a work room yakra do also saying Togo. It is here shown on that basis let's say careful because and internet benchmark issue ba ye me catch Agya say oh and someone here mo and some ka e ma mo products no e cheap no mo nka benchmark does not have any bearing in your pricing. It is all because you team Ghanaian importer and say gunachi. Now because we say importation are cheaper. Now what price restaurant so what price na high. It won't mean to one. See team Ghanaian importer and say gunachi. The what to go no so 100 Beijing team and say gunachi. Oh beto because why admit so price no high. The one Nigeria and beto the all Cameroon beto. That's not the way to go. It any abantina seneka say you produce near many years. Not a me benchmark me price with the offshore competitor to say me competitor wo Morocco, me competitor wo China, Turkey, and no kika ho. Me near mano higher about 60%. And it here there room no ho and me met me akọ abontia akọ because me customer no and so I say we don't have to surcharge him for the inefficiency of maybe a local manufacturing entity. Although it doesn't happen. But we have to produce, but then we have to also think about affordability. And it want me any abaya ya trankunya na one year size say no anka say me production cost no high. It quite say na buy for boa me na subsidize your food your utility boy your kwanya you betimi anya cheap credit and one kika say be you betimi anam resources should be na yamfanto na no krani ya import ni amakra na ya emma kiske bia ya free ya yimu a ya de emma Agya for ti sense kan ko hwehwe na mo nyi bi na mo ebi a machinery new machinery equipment bi na mo de beto se mo nso mo betumi produce at efficiency and all that ni aye na fortunately no the see ano maka se Agya nyina faako ene asu egyina faako ya kan bom ya ni omo mpanimfo no di nkomo asese ade no enye fine. Say, because you see, manufacturing is not complete unless it reaches the final consumer. Yeah. It is we manufacturing goods now we and same could do their work on what. That's a me serve as the vehicle to send the goods to the final consumer. That's a part, very integral part of manufacturing. That's a me count hope. It is a when me went to entry. That's a more one kasa. It is ya material no complete. Enti ya no mu di sam komandie na ya nya wie ne ya advice say ya de ko ne na ya kabom so the petitions we come abanya emu be ye dupa ama aboa the industrialization drive in this country.
Me da say owura obin Guta president me da say obi say in fact importation where Eugene Ochre or say Agya Kwabena the importation of sugar, rice and flour and many other commodities are imported by foreigners. For example, Chinese, Indians, and Lebanese. Nti na se Ghana for crowd to be imported the paper here. Kofi Amo said, Mr. B, you are too good. Why not the finance minister? You be push manako show. Say obekonkwan dia. Peggy Menso say, Agya, if you want to deposit, you want a loan from the bank, unless you deposit half of the loan that you want from the bank before the bank will give you the loan. Say before they process your loan, I know you have some. Mankind Elambele or say the e-levy will be passed even if it takes 2 or 3 years. Oh, sir, you would have sold doing e-levy. I go on Juran or say, please, Agya, if I may ask. Now the CD has fallen again against the dollar. If someone sent money from outside the country to Ghana, will the money decrease or increase? Julie. Miami Julie. Miami Julie. Yo, Mati, why? Fabra na mention say be decrease here and I say be increase here. Why? Fabra me. John Abane also it is true. Okay. Kofi Amos, I love the man talking. He's pure business minded. It's no good for president, you know. Kofi Abraham says, Agya Kwabena, good morning. We in outside the country we are suffering. If you send your wife $200 within 2 weeks, she will call again and demand another money. So government should do something about the dollar. Oh, and also Chiana Linda Manley, our Brikum. Until Linda, one of these kind of brothers, 2 weeks in one. You can tell to her. Kichu, Frederick Kisao was good morning, Agya. I see we have great minds in Ghana like these men in your studio. Why they don't fight this? Okay, me that's it. Benny, say, a 2 ahodoɔ bɛn ɛna ɛwɔ yɛn fan wo so. Wo nim die mu no, yɛbɛtue yi a yɛn ho ɛnkyere yɛn. Me bisa sase be san say bɛyɛ na wɔtwe ya hyase ya no. Metumi asisudia Ajapa Mesa. I was watching one of our sister stations. I'm an I say abayin ebetete obeti fan wo so fuel prices will be reduced. Taxes bena e wo so. The only na office aban betumi yi de free so a sa retreat o mo yi. Ebia wo mo yi free so a enya onwanwa. Ana wo mutumi yi bi kura. Yes sir.
Be presented in 2 forms. First of all, my main say ni ye be yedin unless your stabilization measure be. From academic point of view, no ni ye be yedin.
Yeah, tax no.
Ni ye be yedin because of say ye the levies no akosi awa no ntino. At least
some levies no say they akosi awa no.
Nti meba
no watch rich mu kakra.
The empesa me can say ye hwe taxes ni levies no na bakwasem. E den e buy. The first one, we found special petroleum tax. Near me, no, 46 pesos per liter on the build-up. In 2014, Honorable Setekwe presented the budget. That is the 2013 Anka, 2014. Or presented the budget, a benchmark say, or beton your crude no, benchmark crude no, beton around $92 per barrel. Inti, or the size kind of money could do $106 per barrel. That is 2014 mono. Broso because what benchmark 92 and onya somewhere 106 nti se wonya mfaso and odi ye mani ye nti odi ye mani ye no ekuna nim no na edwaman so ebo no eba fom nti na ohia in 2015 no the budget deficit na nka opese running around 5% no ebeko 7.4%. Nti yemfa special petroleum tax bimra so that ye revenue shortfall from the upstream no the to free ha ko ton amana no ye betumi anya e dey rationalize your budget na ye benya 5% deficit and or the 17.5% e by na ex depo nti I said VAT it was a rate nti 17.5 na amenu kase nti bi dem kiremu say atiefo ne me ya adwen na amenu kase no say what is a particular tax ne buy a bra na ebo no e less than $30 per barrel ne ebo no $100 per barrel do we still need that tax no me question na me bisa no so what they buy
a brand dollar a barrel near $30
per barrel ne a barrel near averagely $100 per barrel do we still need that tax another element I'm be count say a bra this particular tax ne buy no na o consumption e saying because a consumption na auto liter saying inti revenue saying na obenya for example we buy 2015 no say na o consumption e be 1.5 billion liters 1.5 billion liters ne ameno ka say no o consumption e be 2 billion liters nti say one tax no kura free ho na o tax no so a see revenue na open obetumanya I don't know whether I'm giving a nice analysis. So when you tax na free na o revenue no kura open no obetumanya because consumption has also increased. Nti special petroleum tax no say tie for dream say ye dey buy na less than $30 per barrel na $100 per barrel na say tie for na me ya dream say ye free ho I think they are justified. That is one. We enu free ho your energy sector levy act 899 special petroleum tax levy no act near 879 but amended to various stages. I think now act 965 or so ne your energy sector levy act I amended about 1064 eja kwabena ye de about 2015 sabre na esi eja subsidy regime about deregulation regime and I hear this act 899 but ne medical council say a sunset clause which is a temporary levy so within 3 years to 5 years no e kabia na e energy sector na yebetua nti ye de buy no na 41 pesos energy debt recovery levy 41 pesos per liter and na ye di tua say yemfa nkotua e kabia e energy sector no mu e ka no ba ko ne de he can't say na subsidize before 2015 na subsidized product. Until who subsidized product there was what you call forest under recoveries. Adwadifo no mo di fango ni fira mo neba no. O ma boka mo forest under recoveries because of subsidy nti na ka bia beda ho. Nti aban say wo say tuo ba mo. This all kai tete na ye nua sanyo wo sida bia na o media mu aban de ka o aban de ka o. Aban say yemfa 5 pesos within the 41 pesos no yemfa nkoma BDC for no. Ye wi a yemfa 8 pesos. Madika ka jo say 8 pesos no na ye to. Ye started to year 2003. Nti 2015 no ene ka bo mu e de ka 41 no. Nti yemfa 8 pesos nkoto. Ena 8 pesos na aka no within the 41 no yemfa nko enyinam kania level. Enyinam kania side no so ka bia beda ho. Yemfa 28 pesos enkomo mu. Nti uka ni nyina bo mu a energy debt no eye 41 pesos in 2015. Now me no ka say consumption has increased. But in 2019 aban increase energy debt recovery level no from 41 pesos per liter to 49 pesos per liter. Now increment in 8 pesos na be count every power sector no aban say power sector ne ka bia beda ho already na auto fango liter bia utua 28 pesos the ma ban say on fan power sector no enye me na me boka no to but o de on fan nye power ni yi na obi ahohenhan no aban say 28 na metua no eso in 2019 or signed the 8 be count money ko 36 pesos in the power sector. They say no energy debt recovery level is 49 pesos per liter. Consumption has increased over the years, but the tax is constant. Which means a buying revenue no krana or sign the code to yakano a coso. Inti ano so one obetu at should we reduce it or should be maintained? We are free why your energy road fund levy. Yeah, the 899 buy no. Now road fund levy no 40 pesos per liter. In 2019, I buy the 8 pesos per car until road fund no. Even though consumption has increased, government has also increased the rate to 48 pesos per liter. Say you find your point. Until now, I no say no road fund kwan road fund act 536 now. One of the sources of revenue to act no road fuel levy. Until 48 pesos per liter no, which is almost 50 pesos per liter. That's a year. Last year, say you consume gasoline petrol no, you consume 2.2 billion liters. And you consume gas oil, diesel no, you consume 2 billion 94 million liters. Okan mi enu bomo you consume almost 4.something billion liters. Into 4.something billion, which means 0.48 times 4.something billion. That is sika nke wo say the year akwan okrum ha. Eja kwamna mo na mo media for. Akwan no he. So there's not even transparency in the utilization allocation of this particular levy. Energy road fund levy. Into you no so ye no afro. Na 41, na 48. Price stabilization. Original Act 899. Na 12 pesos on petrol, 10 pesos on diesel, and 10 pesos on LPG. Ne juma die wo say di ni sen. Wo hwe act na. Na juma die ba ko 1. And it says yemfa entua BDC no already energy debt no. Na yetua BDC under recovery of 5 pesos. In price stabilization debt levy no so no. Eno so yetua 5 pesos no. Say yemfa nko forest under recoveries. But udim Agya Kwabena in the deregulated regime there is no any forest under recoveries. Nti na minu no amoya importers. Omo dollar rate no omo de to product no. No omo de asisi no omo de account no omo beto amount. But Aban was taking that amount. Second, they say Aban say oh price stabilization said that chibi no as a wutia insurance. That chibi say bo no be kosra. Me Aban no me san price stabilization na me da be stabilize price amount. And also in a deregulated regime, government does not stabilize prices. The odwadini no koto na manone no, and then the forest rate no wabeto amount, aban eni twaka bia wo. But government was taking that amount. The last function is say aban edi subsidize premix. Me and COPEC it has our position that government should not subsidize anything which is an agriculture input product. Say I don't know, yeah the subsidy input in agriculture, it doesn't end well, it doesn't go to the intended beneficiary. Say omo a also mo benefit no endru ho. Ne ya subsidize fertilizer. Muna mo news mo ati say fertilizer they call Burkina Faso. It doesn't reach the intended beneficiary. So no government in our republic, even say Europe Mbetumaya, because of our political economy and the way we think, no, any subsidies on premix, which is an agri input product, no, and fishermen, no, and that is why now no president of France. Samuna mo kan Agya Kwabena kra ho na metie no. President of France oko make assertion, which is a true assertion. Say government expended $200 million importing fish products into the country. So at one point, you are spending $200 million importing fish product. At another point, you are spending almost almost 320 million Ghana cedis subsidizing premix. So it means that it is a wasteful venture. And even look at the poverty level of those fishermen around the sea. Sikalo enko moho, a man for taking this premix, adulterate it, mix it with the other product, and sell it to the petroleum consumer. So here, your point of view, they say, we don't need to subsidize premix. The best thing government can do, say government give what you call output credit. Oba fishermen, muye mi ensamun kambum, abaye mamo sika 100,000, but interest no, say banking lending rate no, 20%, yeah, the bema 10%. Monfanto big trawlers. Send the China phone to me from Mukrum. Etimi duru habe no, also ya to big trawler mo, fako omuso Mukrum, ne kofa fish ne bra. Oye ne sa, nipa no benya big trawlers than using this rickety boats ah. Eko anima na akwati plastics diaba. That is what they do. Until you are subsidizing for an inefficiency. But abai say oji 16 pesos now they call premise. Until adia nanka 12 pesos per liter no. In 2015 no, ne 16 pesos on petrol, 14 pesos on diesel and 14 pesos on LPG. Until 4 pesos abeka ni nyina ho. Na areho sem kra ne energy fund levy dey eno dey 1 peso a eno dey eno so areho sem ba nya areho sem pi. Energy fund levy no. Eja come not liter bia na utua 1 peso a say the man ban say on farmer energy commission say on farm draft good policies in the energy sector ebe boy nyina. When was the last time one who say energy commissioner draw any good policy? All their policies they don't even meet their target. They drew renewable energy policy in 2011. Say by 2020 usage of LPG in households no 50% penetration. Near Minuka said that's 25%. They draw policy they don't even meet targets. Near Minuka said when was the last time UTV and now Peace FM, when was the last time energy commission a better time say or promote usage of LPG in Ghana, but you pay 1 peso per liter to them.
Every time be able to fuel.
Be out here 1 peso to them.
As can know the day.
Onya akonya na onya finance minister na onya energy commission ask them what they use that money for. You pay it to them. Who you any free wa aja come na. The last partner ma re who same kese ni say medical card to say energy debt recovery levy no. Na utua 36 pesos to the power sector. Say power sector no yemfa nye ho yie ka bi e ho no yemfa nano na ya 2021. Abai ko amendi 8992 1064 wa sign the 20 pesos abeka ho say yen san fa nko power sector ho abiom.
Then
What we call energy sector recovery levy. Say power sector na wo ohyenkani no ana petroleum consumer no minuanum guta minuanum contractors obia 836 no or 36 no enso no yen san for 20 pesos mbeka ho nti which means no eja kom na ne auto liter bia na utua 56 pesos just to the power sector. Question na bia me ko studio bi se obia se bia na minua senior obendie bia no no ya subsidize power na ma no ya subsidize ama na. So if power is not subsidized, why should the petroleum consumer continue to pay 56 pesos to the power sector? And I rehearsal no crowd say, what far to say, ama minor konanim, so that a cabia made a hobium no. State ownership report, be an admin, or the only chance of more producer and unquote state ownership report 2019. Netco, Northern Development Corporation, I'm friends. $283 million net loss in 2019. Omoboka net loss 283 million. Tamawa refinery, out here 8 pesos, the man no. In 2019, Oboka 546. Yes, net loss, which was a 42% net loss increment per 2018. It is in the report. We are if you are ECG, me from the data now me share you know ECG eboka 2 billion Ghana cedis. But how much is all the men find how much say 12 million Ghana cedis in the state ownership report. Inti what to kania bia na what to liter bia no fuel bia na utia 56 pesos
edema omo no
omo ti wono ma sheda boka na to because they know say aja come na dey okoto fuel na on complain ubetua they know you pay until you 56%. Last one is sanitation and pollution. Yeah, senior so much obi or environmental resource planning or environmental resource management. Principle amide mi ko sua o mu a man ko sua hwe kra me trotro me e ye polluter pay principle. The o say no e na o so tia. Minua aban e the regulation aba ye fa ngwa yusu no mai mu ha. Omo say ye yusu 50 ppm, 50 part per million. Ye sulfur content. you good and emete and say can't it in the Jacob in the 90s. So to car crana can ye papa na odi fango no gumu a obe se na musie na nam kan say exhaust fumes no na tuntum of late one say won't hu bi because ye fango na use no even though a new OECD country of 10 ppm no ye dey na 50 ppm tema refine na man refine 1500 ppm actually say fango no ye papa and emete and say ozone layer bia and say gas bia but in 2021 I buy the 10 pesos account say sanitation and pollution. Now question me say omo create plastics na omo create pollution no. I don't know omo nkotua. I didn't think of go na wo so tua. Nti me de sa 7 tax and levies amabu wedi no. Ni nyina ka bomu a eye 1 Ghana cedi 90 pesos. E wo petrol no so. Nti say atiefo be tie na. They should ask government, why are we continuing to pay for the inefficiencies of state-owned entities? We miss government. Nti ye de ne say ni nyina kro yi free so a ebeboa obi a because oyi free so a ebema aban nyuma ye na omote ho a omunya adwuma omunche danye adwuma papa bia right they are not efficient omunya efficient no they will be efficient they will now begin to think critically.
Let's say I say woman no ya nyo omo de beba
na say boss in 2019 report boss also debt da bia auto boss later bia na utua 9 pesos per liter na 3 pesos aban buy na first somewhere June 2019 or so and all the cost 6 pesos na me no ka say 9 pesos from 2021 9 pesos per liter say o dey ma boss say boss emfa hold strategic stock say dwaman so no ebo no cost at least boss to stock ka obetimi aflow do amayen boss is not doing that but auto liter bi o tua 9 pesos the man in 2019 report boss work 88 million Ghana cedis that was the net loss of boss so usika na utua dia ma aban no utua ni nyina dia ma aban no aban fa ne so Ghana for the moon complaining to my young cousin Gio Mona, yes, we are go. And I think that in other way, no, if we eliminate or scrap some of these levies, a bema buying new mine, or money break. Hey, who has state ownership reporter? Abra, a finance minister launching in 2021. Or say a buying new mine, only 175 state entities. No, if you take joint ventures, other state-owned entities, and state enterprises no omo 175
omo nyina boka
omo net lo enyo munya ne boka because some of them are joint ventures and they are doing well and some even the everyone said energy sector distribution sector ne boka bebre but there are some within the grid co say any VR say producer no ono so moka ono VR is quite doing well of late we power authority under Owari Mr. Owari ono so amoka bi anto ye ho but ECG netco any boss to obo de constant kano o ma sheda o mobo because they benefit Agya Kwabena na me kano madwe cra free de na pesa me ka o de kai na me mbra mu kakra na me ka about your friend is saying oh so the state has state owned enterprise they are 175 about 175 no their total equity is 500 billion oka 500 billion Ghana cedis na e so change the economy of Ghana. Economy of Ghana no 400 and something billion but only state 175 no all the omo access omo bibia ni bom net worth no 500 billion Agya Kwabena no de enter na ha o na yen ka say 500 billion yi aban en sha omo so omo nya adwuma famfa so mra man yi their retention ye pay only 10% retention of 500 billion no only 10% so 5% retention 5 that is 25 billion Ghana cedis 25 billion Ghana cedis 11 no ne mi ensa so no any actually. So you realize that we have institutions that can work and alleviate the majority. Ye do do na you want here no, o metima ye adwuma e de afiri here mu, but o ma hyeda bo apayo. Me pese me use word no. O ma hyeda say no, ye nya adwuma no ema amafo ho han ho nto mo. Ye be koso aboka no because o mboka na fango phone betua. Nti on the build up no da bia me ka say me nka the margins no because margin me aka fuel market margin eni kwan say you 5 pesos. Can it is kwan 2 pesos but na 5 pesos. Nti na UPPF and distribution margin. When you say boss onya sika mienu e wo build up no so. Boss nya 19 pesos. First pesos na PDM, primary distribution margin. Boss is also a transporter. So also the dinner or a bulk oil transportation, storage and transportation, oil transport. Nti say pese and zonalization policy no. Boss na one entity or no tank for instance storage facilities across the country. Nti because of that also advantage nti no say boss the product free what the product go boss tank mu now person ko you product no bupia a boss na also carry na ono atua BRBs anaso ɔde ne badges shape no ɔde afa pono akosobo no so no lake no so na ɔde akopie bupe so ɔde kopie bupe a liter bia no ɔde 10 pesos until ni storage and transportation activity no the petroleum consumer is paying for it what you have no ni 9 pesos no ayeso mfanya reserve defense strategic reserve no onye
nti scan ko go ɔde yede
or the treating as operational income say sika na be any the anti anytime boss tells you that we are making profit boss did not make any profit they are making profit for the petroleum consumer because instead of treating as equity no dey here adwuma be boa no or treating as operational income no dey abeka ho no oje ka ho on store product ni maye na otewo nti minia me dey maka 1 Ghana 90 pesos say aban yi na free so a ebe enye me o enye wo enye guta enye construction enye ya oberima ebe bo onu aban na mu because ni revenue na me no kasewe okọ border town na okọ border town ne amanfo wura Togo kotofu we the bagana so when we say your consumption cost but you don't get the revenue you want we are not getting the revenue you want jobs are people are also losing jobs nti aban na mo ebe bo ano na no be free Peasant Farmers Association na metie no mo sister station bi I think say UTV kwa na metie no o say ne okọ border towns na kuyayo amanfo ajai because they say petrol na abaska Togo ne boefo Burkina ne boefo Cote d'Ivoire ne boefo nti na say so mo ye that is one two safer no I appreciate you against the city nti because of that no mo so mo na border town no forest e no mo ye kuyayo kro mo jai nti say kuyayo so mo jai which means food security is a problem in future in this particular economy nti na make I say the data is there hey, Ghana Statistical Service one ye no mo say they publish the data every year someone publish every 5 years they publish some of this data let's look at the data analyze it well critically and make good decisions out of it now yet now the politics are ebe ha nyina eneme nko
anu no bi dey message bi about lena akuya or say men can't or say please don't bring politicians here again lena mati I will not bring them why now I do baby krom I na omo ha adwene no I say Abdul Rahman Rahim was say how can we develop a country Ghana when what we depend on is only importation from foreign countries. Ghana can't even produce and export. Why? In fact, our Ghana is economically poor with our leaders. Kofi Amo say the Ghana fisherman will buy Uber with the money and he would never think of a fishing boat. About your talk right now. So Ghana is moving backwards, and the Ekufado, where Udi dollar, David Aguji said the corporate guy is very good. The government must account to the people. Yeah, well, say Omoko retreat. Instead, I'm more driver for Moshe Kwan say a briefly wa Bama Mohahi Ham 5 minutes.
Ajam da Sibio. Say Meshem Komona say no. Me can say Yenu Momo Abuso Kai, and Nipa ko Amonanin 300. Na kwadwo wusu na kwa abuso kan do no nyina fe no poor man o se ne me ba ho ache me sa me checks ni bi na ndru 150 kura
Kofam
yes o poor man me das sa kwan so nkono so eja omo ka se ye ya amonyo sem na omo ntie bewe se do ba kwa ahoye na ye se ompa ne ntuma mu no onwo no se ofere a bia na warning kan no wo de gya no na se brace no so se abofra no beba enye obi na beka se be ngoro ni pieto enye se onye ntuma akora o ngoro ni pieto na wa sa already emu de eye wo no enye obi na beka se keka ho ne na ho nto enti yen a ye gina wo ya ye nim de koye ready emu no ye na ye kasa no eja se wo ye shenkani na ende okoso ade hwahwa nse o ye shenkani a na obo edru ufri fie ba se no wadwe ye o se wa ye late traffic okro enka ne ye di traffic mo a bon se bi mo ro mo car grass ekosoro no kura de obe wan se nsuo so gu kwan ne so nse wo chele ene wo bi car no kura wo mfa mma nya trotro for any taxi for ya baby generational thinkers fellow Ghanaians ya atwa ka we ya na eze ni nam krom ema eni ti de esi wo man num no me de mesra ban se ya mpam galamsey for se be tu galamsey wo transport sector ana filling station eni ti Ghana fo nyina se oil no wodo nsanya kape asesa bibia ya papa kasa fa construction side afekwa na atwe ya adwe agina so yenuamo a omokofa anwea ne de ba no tipa trucks for no unim say dia no oto 2000 no and no oto more than 3000 no eninti ono nso ode anwea na ebre no send charge cost ananya sanity dia okofa agbolema everybody ase aba no ekosoro ndi Agya Kwabena nso akọ bosika ebe kosoro do di ntozi free mikro makoma dan ba no ntozi ne bo onye den wo na nso no ka na de ba no nipa na ye fa nipa no kura de minister ti mi yiri ye ya na kagofo no why na ene omoko disangomo no wabeto oniema aboso enye de oso oje na obetua na ode aba to no so bedu a sentozi ne no yi miensa 2 cedi a ena miensa no be yi 5 cedis yansha hono nso enti yesre pa de osu no osu na niwa na se ode ferie etwa wase wo maso a ebedaneta ekuta wonsem
me da se Chari se yi sa asetene a mpanyifo akokɔhie mu a mo construction side no so de na mo hwɛ kwan sɛ nka o mutumi si gina wo ho mamo a nka betumi aboa mo pa
am say ya di kan ka bi na be bia du sisi ya no number 1 ehia sika aban de ka bebre
mama
ya contractor for any consultant for o de ka bebre e be bon na baso say wa ya de say o started to year 1 million below on the road sector but 1 million and above no akoy bachi bidi ho na sem no so wo ho na kese no so ewo na contractor ba ko betimi adinika 150 million Ghana cedis 300 million Ghana cedis oni jumayefo na ye juma ohwenim within a year 2 3 sika nemba do you expect say obetimi akonso akipi workers na na awun say na tofo omo equipe over 800 instead of 150 as omo employee no what happens to the 650 which is omo nam keke omo ye juma omo nya hwi nanso abantu amuka na ye juma nso aye pe aketua nso no ye sanka boni be na aye wahu enti omo koi man say as associate and edit to omo nim say omo bomo dia say kwan bia so ombetimi afa anya sika ebetua contractor for ka no omo ye emaye because ameni ye di man say dwadi for ka ye di man say oil marketing we for ka ye di to man say because omo drivers bebre no mu atwi anua ne chipis ni we any we no mai ye di omo bebre ka untia ka ebe den betimi atisaka no sesia oye calculation ni percentage yeah the percentage you know I situate correctly ema how do you call it road fund levy ya war petroleum way product no so aka by this time I don't even think say ese dika road sector but then ekoso they how do you call it overuse the road fund instead of road fund portfolio say otimi ebi man sen ebi the Juma say for maintenance. Sesiano, they are even overusing the road fund for excessive, how they call it, awards of contract. Niama portfolio road fund, entimi and ketano. That's what they are slapping on road fund. Enti basano na the koma abu. Payment in sono and cost na esiyeko. Because first come first serve. Wo ye adwuma na wo de certificate akose ma ye adwuma ebesi bebia yi enti me kanie to amami. Okay, within a stipulated time, say road contractor, within 91 days, you know, say aban bomodi ase obe pesika e di amount na ko nesa kwatua adwuma no so. Instead of 91 days, you know, 2 years on tiaka, and you expect the contractor to be on the site, enkosiaga. And nunti na mo news for no de bia mo boy echi as if say a contractor for na enye. Enya no correct. Yenya akade na ye be adwuma abroso. We are ever ready to help develop the country. But say akade no ni ho. Instead of 91 days, I say, "Ofa sika no ma me na me nto eko tia adwuma no so, na me ye no ano yi me safre ho no." Adwuma omodi ama me say within a year me wie no, it take 5 years. Until within 91 days, one timi atuya, which means interest about bedaso. Until you ba say normally no, aba wo di contract, if I say 1 million Ghana cedis. Amu nyina mu nim say contract document no a kire say 1 million. Now so omba wie adwuma no na akodo 2.2 and 3 million. And we say then e so omba wia ni we. Bebre is because of what? Interest on delay payment. Enuna ema ekanu then as akosoro. Enti what are we doing to ourselves? Wa wo si oni sika kakra wo ho na say wo utilize kakra no. Once I share once abomodia ade atu ho. Unnecessary how they call it increase. In fact you know enye we. On say instead of say bet 1 million within a stipulated time no. What decided say any politics, for instance, because 2016 NDC also offers no MPP aba umpel there's going to be how they call it a handover of assets and liability. Edne say nanado akufado or free aban so no matter what fufro beba no a MPP new a NDC new obe handing over assets and liability. But see, because of yedi sector no air politics into no, most of times they say we are in this we are in this contractor, we are in PP contractor, and tini aside line. You are not helping the state. Adentia or in this new side no problem. The more a kanu echa or the more na interest no e through, and the interest no is much more than the principal. Enti umpel e dabiba na ban beba. Or the back court. Then they see judgment debt. And now what are we doing to ourselves? You see, and that is where we need to be a little prudent within that particular sector. And say transparency in the payment, you know, and call ye papa. Honorable Amakwesi Amakwata, we are there nanso. Baby adena do kono ye pe transparency. Madiano mo ba pe fe ne obi ahun se. Skaka kra ba futuo no mo no. Contractor say net year. This how much has gone into the payment of how do you call your recurrent expenditure and then the other liabilities and what have you. And based on that, you know, me send me the certificate called normal to me the call January, normal to December, which means January is next, February ebe follow, and to be able to me so your person because almost for a system no net no matter what ebe do me so. But see no why I submit a certificate January obi abe submit June ama to June wa ko tia oni beji. That is where the agitation is coming from. Enti yesra mo a ene amukọ peduase lodge omo bomodi ase kwan bia so betimi afa anya sika abetia contractor foka na sika betimi abakrom na dollar betimi man say see the dollar see the no betimi anya ho ni kakra because see scan ni system no mu so kakra wo ho no we are how they call it Russian. Yeah, Russian has kakra system no more, and that is where the competition is, and that's where the challenge is. And we are pleading. Ghana contractor for, for. We are not wicked, but who person play wicked where one, you bet me two. I'm telling you, because construction industry plays a major role in the infrastructure, in the infrastructure economy of the country. And say per se, you be bow buying up no matter whatsoever government that is in power. You per se bow you bow for you bet me. Now so yeah, one say we or for some very good. And we are trying to develop the country. So at times will look into the national interest. But where we have gotten to now, Ghana beyond it. The time has come for that particular mantra to be turned around into reality. Because see a better me are winning ourselves out of ADA, then let's look within homegrown policies. Let's build the capacity of our own very own. Africa Continental Free Trade. See our Secretariat Noaha. Yan here a bare white elephant. Others will benefit and will be here struggling. What am I saying? See ano, who call financial market, say na edi kankano. Lending rate yahin. Ye counterpassa. Omo free other diaspora seba omo lending rate yahin.
Na me Dr. Kasa. Lending rate na be san kosuro nti obi etia because Bank of Ghana ne policy rate na 14.5. Omo policy committee meeting omo kase because of inflation e cost running no. They want to cut money supply and then maybe improve on foreign investment into the country. Into because of that, we may increase the policy rate, and here from 14.5, to 16.5. Omunya increase in the pay, more construction, mun can say more cost of borrowing be cost maybe from Monday going.
One problem we be near you. Enti who contractor ni, ako bank, ako GC businya. So ba be ejuma no e be take you 2 years. Se si ako GC kanu, wo di sa we no na dey calculation. Who submit certificate some to your way or to your car, a can man says scan and back. And the bank no so no, a basic and OGA, nor the yes our business no. And what do you expect the bank to do? And the almost will best pay penal interest also. So the contractor at the end of the day, our person boa, a kanyaka krabi di abwa buying so no. Instead of say, need property or the kosia say or the beji sasikano, edi abwa no. One year, now call loses our property no, in the interest of helping develop the infrastructure sector of the economy. What are we doing to ourselves? You see, Africa Continental Free Trade no, but beyond the sea no, the lending rates, as are buying the new eco. Say yes, sir. Competition no, they'll beat us to pulp. I'm telling you, we'll be out of business.
Oh, but they're beating you already.
Oh, but still there's a
cost of utilities. The whole of Africa, no, we are ranked one of the highest country here, higher cost of it. It only will be compared Morocco and I say East Africa, Kenya, Egypt. Now cost of utilities, electricity, water, so China. How can you compete that person? I think that we need targeted policies. That is what I think. We need targeted policies in this country. Say Agya Kwabena. I feel be over free. I'm better now. We have better dream, but you want to do.
Agya Kwabena, me master be ni we no. I say your National Development Planning Commission. I'm say omujuma ni say ombe planning all the sectors amaye. But what do we see today? We set aside those particular policy documents and then use party manifestos in running the economy of the country, which can never solve the problem because the party manifestos, they are only populist, policies that possibly just to give them, look good in the eyes of the voters. Wow. Until the time has come, who call National the Development Commission, there's a lot of good policy documents there. So abide to me, the new cohort. I'm telling you, the challenges we are facing today, we'll never see it.
Bia say sorry ako. Mr. Obi, doctor. Say my penny shey.
You.
O fi peduase.
You.
Asem na o ka kire na go di fo fam. Tew. Na fe ye sorry.
Sir, I'm penning for wo machia 8 year. Me de mechanic say wo mo enwi adwen bi o mo dwen e wo eniema AC nyina ho na wo mo fa komapa ento o mo bo ase enhwehwe eniema edi enya wo saade mu na wo mo ye no so no wo mu hu se eniema bi wo hon ma se wo mo sacrifice because we are not in normal times. So what was that saade we bet me akase ye tetere man no na de bia na be de o edu tem bia enyo ndi so obaka ya edu tem bia ubo se yes tighten your belt because e buy edu tem bi so ye ka say let's swallow a bitter pill na ahode no ba so yare a ubenu maduro sad ensem na ebeba ye ken na no tire say ye bu man edu tem bia bia se ye den enti mom ye nya sa ade no se samre no ebi a December ye budget no ne ho keka bi kura ya anwen say Ukraine war yi ne nkoka ye mfa ne say aba saba ye nyina ye wo ya sede a esi because of manga na esi agisu no two ways about that anything the me catch about say onye ready say obe sacrifice some of the things they said ye ready ka eniema ne bebre ho no na so mo behwe na wo matimi aye realignment na etimi aboa ye nhwe sa niema ni na ye nso ye wa asudie say niema ni bi won so a ye nkase ye me nkase enye boapayo say tintina aba aho akyere no ana economy no ho akyere nti die yensu agina na agina yensu yenye some sacrifices at this stage the here pass here na be ye ne some of these sacrifices na say aban etu anomo no the sacrifice na ba na say you are carrying the people along the mestre so omo enya sensusu die no na omo aban no edwin sesi ano omo wie ye na omo ni stakeholders emedwen na omo nkyere say ye kosia ye bo apam no ye hu say sesi ade eniema nte say de etie say de esi ye hihye kra no we ya bebom enti ye fa sa ekwan we ni sacrifice ebi expenditure se bia kwan ya ye fa so se ye be expenditure no nkeka ho bia ye be kate se be ya ye nyina ye ho e be hinhan kakra enti mo so dia na mo so be yesu ye be fa sei na se ye nyina na se ye tight ye belt na ye swallow that bitter pill na ebune bi etwam no ye keka ye no na se eman na ye titre enti bia ye nso a ya bia nyina ye mmie ya dwe mu na se yamma emma no kanko no eni anim na eye se wo mo ya ban no wo mo na ese lead the way into wo mo ni can take sacrifices no no wo mo ni enhia ne so bia ye nso ye be sacrifice no ya ye me madwen po a me de be ma ba
me da say Dr. Joseph for being eye dwamchani e de ma guta me da say ya me ma the time 1 minute pe na so yi
yebra kwasi amu akwata ontwe adrofo ebe ba na so unim se kwan na ekum eboni no menkai abusuafo ne Ghana fo nyina ya amra ne da so da na wo ka se wo gina ho kra a video abekire na wa ngaza na ka ba bekum eni nti ne yentimi ntwa bete da ho eja 48 pesos no ai wotobia automatically watu ama ne so mfa nkoye ka kwan no Benjamin na kasa no se afimu no se woka fu eni deze bomo a 4.5 billion no all the times they obenya 216 million
bazero ba ko
216 million no
bazero ba ko
eja kwabra na chese wo de eye dey
2.16
billion
nti yenye million billion
2.6 billion no ye busa aban say wo ye kwan 1 kilometer oboka say almost 1 million Ghana cedis eni ti hwe sika ye de amomo enti sa sika wei Ghana ya kwan nyina dodo ye say eja kwabna abra aban ka kire say year of road me ye de sino hydro o ka say ye de eye nyina hini bauxite ekosi awowa sa bauxite asase no put in the bomb abeto eni nti mo nyina ho nka say yi levy ama ontimi nya kwan ye sika bi wo no ho enti obehwe so ye kwan na maya owampanyini tie a ye twa sika bi ama finance ministry no munya ise unim ntafo nku atani ata sauti za asem no yewra amwakwata kenovorata diskan mano na akoya atani ata enya ntafo nku ne yeto
ye de business ye de kwa kwan
me ba chaw se sika no ewo finance minister wo ono de say
furiata
ana road minister de say
amakwata
nti atani ata agro no modi yen enya ntafo nku ne yeto
me da se
omo hwe no mkoye sa ba bi ebolu wuye
ya bere ma me da se Ben
yes
1 minute
maybe a minute they say if you are a policy maker we are buying Jumayenia there are 3 things you always have to think about that is the poverty of your people, unemployment, and then inequality. My name is Senior Yadrin say we have inequality we budget in Bukrana so there's if some of the appendixes are buying office of the government machinery has employees of 2,111 or more salary they call compensation 750 million until running average is a month biano or the average you like obi average not I'm not bridging the gap but average in obi about 29,000 what it to teacher ni ho about 2,000 and something so there's even an inequality in the distribution of wealth it is all a policy maker was all dream how do we bridge it because inequality no so the chaos ba some of these agitations are who UTAG or whatever UTAG agitations in they are as a result of some of these inequalities they also bridges our gap no also no anytime inflation also increases no the poverty level of your people also increases like the living standard of your people no it becomes worsened off we are buying us and per year you have to also think about poverty how do we alleviate the masses from poverty all right so and lastly how do we create jobs meaning and good for can omoni aban but sometimes me I don't think say you bet me maybe in the long time but say you bet me a create job power by muha we need localization of all industries yeah the cheapest source of fuel or cheapest source of power na target your munkwa for example in those days no man pan that chroma or make it tema purposely for industry so that say if there's going to be a source of power crana you bet my target to and give them cheap source of power like natural gas na ni why fu omu produce bet ma produce cheaper and competitively aside that we some pay credit be more production no you pay cheaper credit instead of some member bank abeji lending rate of 23% I mean say next week be some cost because policy rate is going high no at least you can give them 10% credit loan interest rate 10% and no crab more akofum because there be a mechanic me senior ben adwen say production sector no the cost of producing ankofum no matter the obeye people who import and we say do brebia the cost of production no will be far lesser than all the importation no crab import no more than
yeah
and attractive and that if they are there these are things we should think of and the data is there me that be come near no books no but the kind and I think if government reason then solves unemployment inequality and poverty minu ya dachi bia beba ya ni beje ye be kan mo bia ni age
medamo asipi samunya bre ede mo mre chen na no pay mo amudi message ba nyina so ya damo ase na ya wantwi mi da ase kufia mo mi da ase pegi mensa mi da ase ono si Dubai ton o say senka bank for housing and construction Mr. Chey there was one man Mr. Chey na acha be 30 years ago 20 ne ka say o che bidumase nti bi na me da ka ni mo twan hwe ka no so ma no a ma oye sata no adwuma bank of housing and construction o da no be fa aka no o de me ba kra e no kire me say what tantra sa ba abrusa no so wo no sa flat wo na no wo nti Mr. Chey now ye adwuma bank for housing and constructions say obi ni mo na on kan hye nse ne ba no say my papa manyin aha manyin pa na mo amudi message ba nyina medamo ase agon Juliana Julie good morning once again medase pa ana fe Patrick Opoku Ben Kobi kwesi Agyeman Bediako ono ose breaking news cabinet at Peduase Lodge suspends levy government going for IMF bailout
it's not true
kwesi Agyeman Bediako medase abejo fo medamo asese munya abreba ye behwe kwase nyakopon ya adoma ye besan ahia bio na yakoso a adi nkomo ade aproman no mama bi anu mama wa minute yenko tew medase
pese yesere aban se obomodia se contractor for amu adwuma no omu entry payment certificate no ombetimi collateralize ono so a betimi amunya sika e dia akoye adwuma na awi adwuma na aban be take time oni sa financial institutions no e betimi anya sa de no atuaka se basa on se road bebre se na menua bema e kan the True Drivers Union Rose bebre wo ho a on se ebim bebrenye ebim so ya hye ase contractor for hye ase na so mo free site because sika ne ni ho enti se na mo peduase omo bomodi ase omo policy no a omo di beba no on be factor in se contractor ni juma ni IPC no obetimi bank no akoji sika no free no obetimi collateralize the same IPC no ama ne sika foforo against that particular IPC so bind to yana aban atua sika no ama bank no directly say contractor no all the time no obetimi anya cash at their cost site awie adwuma no omo ye ne sa ebeboa aban nankasa na year of road no ebeba feel obi abehu but without that no it's just like
me that say Kebwati or say good morning senior, please our car prices has been increased by 20%.
There you are.
Sir.
Kwabena. Also, car prices here are working. Also, you did benchmark no buy, you know. First, the biabahuna cars and num crew na near register no Togolese numbers. Also, benchmark reduction by if you hope. They say, why here said the price because we have a better. I don't know, yeah, can. What's the smuggling no honky can. Now, feel so open years some can far a policy rate no hono. A stress or more this and common. One moment no almost share exchange rate no so can. That's the push factor of inflation now.
Okay.
Is it temporal? Say a temporal there, then they shouldn't touch the policy rate because the circus now for yeah you know so because there's someone himself be a temporary or permanent there. Then the policy rate that they bring will determine that, and it will be scary for businesses.
Me that say,
yeah.
Me that say. Owura entry, woman I mean, me ma channel pay or the message be about is very very sensitive. Pa me pebre, na ya hwehwe mu say ho something say na Erika J also me that say or say we thank God they can all see now. Also what a time dollar is almost 8 cedis. And Dr. Baumia and his people are mute. Or someone can say, Adain, Air Force, or Moncasa, Adain. And then I will be out with a mammy friend trouble enough years or so. Reverend Emmanuel appear downqua. And then Wawuda, a free Ubaba, Akusia, Boatsema, and a Bushafuni in our home. Also, one more Emma, happy birthday. Sanso. Ena ikukumasi a kwesi Agya Junior uwo swami mazin Panama Methodist Church atafua na wawoda if you maame abena fusuya na fe ewura ene abusuafo ni nyina so oma happy birthday Sly uwo sunyan mema good morning midin ede Agya Kwabena yeho Nyankopon yadoma yebese ye hia dasene na issues a eye critical say adwene ho no yadwene empanyifo ahia opedua se gina bi ombesi bia no eto se ka UTV ye de bebremu ama matini nyina yeho anka ye ho no hwe so weekend yi ye be hye adasene akrama